Hey everybody, I just here to point out something to everybody if you do not already know. If you're sublimating or beginning to sublimate, a good thing to know is the color that prints out is not accurate to the color that's going to show up on the shirt. Now I wanted to give you an example here. For the onesie, I was going for the littlest Bucky words to be the color of the sweater that says mom. I wanted the color of the littlest Bucky words to match the color of the sweater. So I was going for like a lightish green type of color. Well, I printed it out. I picked out the color that I wanted on Cricut Design Space, and I printed it out and noticed it looked like purple on the paper and was taken back, and I was like, that can't be right. So I flipped the sheet around and I printed it out again, thinking there was some kind of communication error between the computer and the printer, but what I found out was it wasn't, and I thought I would use this as a way to like test this out and maybe compare. So what I did was I picked a really dark green and I printed that out on a separate sheet, and you see how it turned out like almost, not quite, almost the color green matching the sweater. So, and I tested out both of them on the onesies. I put the one that looks green on a onesie and the one that looks purplish on a onesie to see how they turned out after they were heat pressed onto the fabric. Now you're going to notice after I heat pressed both of them onto the onesies that the one that showed up green on paper was not at all the color green I was looking for. It matched the color green I picked out on Cricut Design Space. And the one that printed out almost purple looked exactly like the color I was going for and matched the sweater. So I thought I'd take this moment to show everybody that just Sublimation ink is different than inkjet ink, and it's going to print out a different shade or color than what it's going to press onto the fabric or other material that you're using for your sublimation project. The heat from the heat source that you use is going to change the ink as it's pressed on to whatever you're putting the ink on, whatever sublimation blank it might be. In this case, you can see how the shades of green completely changed after the heat was added to the ink. And so when you're doing a project with sublimation and your printer does not print out the way you think it should, do not panic, because it's completely normal. The ink will change once heat is applied and will look exactly the way you want it to.